On this episode, we're going to mount an Insta360 360 degree camera on the Jeep behind me. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm Matthew Salmi. This is Idea Ride Garage. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to mount an Insta360 X4 with one of those triple suction cup mounts on the roof of this Jeep Grand Cherokee. For those of you who don't know, which is probably everybody, my wife and I are also real estate agents here in Oregon.
Do you need to sell your home? Are you looking to buy your dream home in Central Oregon? Well, contact the Ponderosa Realty team at Realty One Group Discovery in Bend, Oregon. Call now, 541-708-3663. That's 541-708-3663.
And we are going to use this for real estate videos. Now I'll probably also use this for automotive content, but right now I don't have a fun car to drive to mount a camera to, so it's going to be for real estate content. First of all, I want to thank Insta360 for sending me this Insta360 X4 camera right after my wife put it on her credit card. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to prep the roof of this car for the suction cup mounts. So before I mount the suction cups to the roof of the Jeep, I want to wash it. I want to hit it with a clay bar. We're going to polish it. This whole Jeep actually is in desperate need of a paint correction. I'm not going to do that in this video. And then we're going to hit it with some ceramic wax. So this way, when I mount the suction cup, the roof is clean. I'm not scratching it. All the contaminants are off of it. So, do I have to do this? Probably not. Do I want to do it? Yes, I do. So the suction cup mount we went with is made by NEEWER. You can buy these on Amazon. I'll open this later in the video. Maybe it was $80 or $90. I know that Insta360 makes one, but since I'm doing neighborhood tours with this, and I'm not going to be driving 100 miles an hour through the neighborhood, I think that this mount will do just fine, and it gets really good reviews. So the first thing I need to do is remove this roof rack. It's probably not in the way, but since I'm going to polish the top of the car and clean it up, I'm just going to remove it. So the bougie roof rack, it's got to go. I've used it once or twice maybe. I just leave it on the car because, you know, Bend, Oregon, people ask you what you're doing on the weekend. You got to say, well, you know, man, I'm going to go paddleboard the Deschutes River. So I'm going to be using some Adams Megafoam. Almost out, unfortunately. Adams Polishes, if you'd like to sponsor me, let me know. And then, not too long ago, I bought a Griots garage polishing kit. So I'm going to be using their correcting cream. And then their ceramic 3-in-1 wax. And I have the Griots buffers, which I will show you a little later in this video. First up, let's get this roof rack off. The sun's going to be right in your eyes. So we just have to loosen up the screws on each side. We'll pop this out. Roof rack is off until next time that I go paddleboarding down the Deschutes River. Now that the roof rack is off, the next step is to pressure wash it, soap cannon, foam cannon, scrub it down. So let's get started. Got the clay bar done. Feels nice and smooth. I did have a couple spots of sap that I had to remove, so I did that. Now I'm going to take the Griots garage. I got their mini random orbital polisher, 3-inch I believe. I do also have a 5-inch. I could use a 5-inch, but this will be easier to get around the sunroof and a few other places on the roof. Plus, I'm only doing the roof, so I'm not too worried about it. And with their correcting cream. And this is how the finished product looks. Hopefully it looks as good on camera as it does in person. I do have to clean some compound off, and I have some Cerakote that I'm going to use on the plastics on the roof rack and on the antenna. But anyway, I think it came out great, so now I feel comfortable putting this suction cup mount on, which we will do next. The last step before I mount the suction cup mount to the roof of the Jeep is I'm going to use some of this Cerakote ceramic trim coat on the black plastic on the roof rack. Now, of course, this isn't necessary at all to mount the camera and the suction cup, but since you will probably see some of the roof in the video shots, I just like everything to look new. Per the instructions, I have gloves on. Let's open this up. I'm assuming this is like a little applicator wipe. It sure is. So, let's see how these work. There it is. Whew. Does not smell very good. So I think they look really good. So we'll let it fully dry, and then I will know for sure, but initially, looks really good. So next thing is to open up this suction cup. So let's get this unboxed, see what we got here. I don't have a table to unbox it on, so. Clearly it requires some assembly, which is fine, and these just have these little pumps like most of the suction cups do. So let's get this assembled and mount it on the roof. I'm going to pull the little pad protectors off so somewhere safe, keep them clean. And we're basically just going to put this right here in the middle. I think it'll probably be the best. Feels pretty stable. Have these things pumped down to their safety marks. And there we have it, ready to capture some 360-degree driving around. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, something a little different than what we've been doing. And be sure to subscribe, and until next time.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for great automotive content.